everybody, this is Steven with Cannin.com. Welcome back to another technical analysis trading session with us, and this week we're looking at one of the bigger stocks from up in Canada. This week we're looking at OrganiGram, traded on the TSX up in Canada, but also traded on the NASDAQ down here in the States. So a lot of liquidity available to us. Let's jump over to the pricing chart now and see what we see. You can see we're looking at OrganiGram, which is OGI on both stock exchanges. And it's had some tough times. Let's just zoom back out to see 2020. And you can see right around $2. We had a couple rebounds during the year, but the stock is overall down, just like everything else. It's about 156 currently. So you can see the volume as well. There has been some excitement in this May period, right before summertime, where it did rebound from about 124 to 228, so gaining $1. But since then, into the summer, tough times. We're looking at the stochastic again, and so you can see we were in oversold period, and typically when we get across this blue line crossing over the red line, in the oversold periods, that may indicate some strength. So we'll continue to watch if that's actually going to come back. You can see downward movement and then a slight upward movement here. So if we continue downward, that's what's called a divergence. The price is doing opposite what our indicator is doing, and divergences are opportunities here. You can see that the Aroon is kind of telling us a different story. The Aroon down is above the Aroon up. And so is the MFI, the money flow indicator. It's been a while since we've looked at this one. This is pretty much like the RSI, but it takes into account volume, whereas the RSI just takes into account price. So it's normalized a little bit by the buyers and the sellers. And you can see, similar to the RSI, we have our region of 8 from 20 to 80 outlining where we're going to be oversold and where we're going to be overbought, and it's pretty weak right now. Current value is 32.2, so fairly low. So the Aroon and the money flow are kind of telling us there's a little bit of weakness in this stock right now. The stochastic is saying there might be some promise on the horizon here for OrganiGram. So we're going to want to keep watching it. We're not going to get in a buy trade now. We're certainly not going to get in a short trade now. Nothing telling us to do that. But in the near future, we may see if this divergence continues to develop. You can see the earnings call here on the 20th of July on Monday. So traditionally a little more volatility on days of earning. So maybe we want to watch this on Tuesday and into next week. But definitely pay attention to that earnings call on Monday, and you can check that out on our stock exchange calendar at Cannin.com. So OrganiGram's trying to bounce back, as are all cannabis and hemp companies in 2020. Will they do it? Possible divergence. Money flow indicator and Aroon not telling the same story. Something you want to play with is different time scales too. You can see we switch from the day to the 4-hour, and quite an interesting story here. We have a cross on the Aroon. Our money flow indicator is a little higher, and our stochastic is maybe coming back down. So opposite stories, we're getting different time frames and different indicators. So let's look in the coming days for more clarity on OrganiGram holdings. Have a great weekend, everybody, and happy trading.